Here is a paper released in the Journal of the American Medical Association discussing pesticide residues and fertility, association between pesticide residue intake from consumption of fruits and vegetables, and pregnancy outcomes among women undergoing infertility treatment with assisted reproductive technology, meaning infertility treatments. What was the study about? Well, here are the key points. The question was, is there an association between exposure to pesticide residues in fruits and vegetables and pregnancy outcomes? And the findings were yes. In among 325 women, the intake of high pesticide residue fruits and vegetables was associated with lower probability of live birth. The meaning, dietary pesticide exposure within the range of typical human exposure may be associated with adverse reproductive consequences. Makes you feel really comfortable going to the grocery store. So critical to buy organic. The paper starts by saying more than 90% of the U.S. population has detectable concentration of pesticides or their metabolites in their urine or blood samples. While pesticide exposure occurs through a variety of routes, the primary route is through dietary intake of conventionally grown fruits and vegetables. I emphasize conventionally grown. So if you're eating non-organic fruits and vegetables, you are predisposed to the pesticide residue. In the U.S., pesticides are regulated by the EPA to ensure safety of the food. Nonetheless, there has been a growing concern that permitted levels of pesticide residues in food defined by traditional toxicological testing may be too high, especially for susceptible populations such as pregnant women or infants. The paper goes on to state, while fruits and vegetables are an important part of a healthy diet, they also serve as the primary vehicle for pesticide residue exposure in general populations. Very, very important comment. Time magazine covered this story and discussed the issue. And the senior investigator, this is from the Department of Nutrition and Epidemiology at the Harvard School of Public Health, the senior investigator stated, quote, "I was always skeptical that pesticide residues in foods would have any impact on health whatsoever. So when we started doing this work a couple of years ago, I thought we were not going to find anything. I was surprised to see anything as far as health outcomes are concerned." And in coverage of this study by CNN, it states, "Most Americans are exposed to pesticides daily by consuming conventionally grown fruits and vegetables," said another author of the study. "There have been concerns for some time that exposure to low doses of pesticides through diet, such as those that we observed in this study, may have adverse health effects, especially in susceptible populations. Our study provides evidence that this concern is not unwarranted." What's the bottom line here? Well, I can tell you what the bottom line is for me, as it's been for decades. Buy organic. And anybody that tells you that supplementing is an issue, I 100% disagree, because the vast majority of good quality supplements are first and foremost tested for pesticide exposure. So you have a choice of growing your fruits and vegetables or purchasing them organic at the grocery store. That is the choice that I've made for myself and my family. Thank you.